the likelihood of it, there is likelihood there's going to be a deal, and it's going to likely comprise of a number of different factors. The most important of which is they will likely put down on paper for the first time a long-term decarbonisation goal. And this is likely to take the form of either setting 2 degrees as a target beyond which global temperature shouldn't rise, or to say that by 2050 the world should be on a path away from using fossil fuels. It should be decarbonising. They will definitely agree that every country will undertake appropriate actions. That means everybody's got to take some part of the burden, even the developing countries, or a lot of the developing countries. And for the poorer countries to adapt, there will be a lot of money. But the most important element of a deal that comes out of Paris, if it doesn't have a review mechanism, then it won't really be a strong deal. And the idea is that a review mechanism looks at what everybody's pledged every 5 years and says, okay, how are we doing? How does this add up against our target? How does that add up against our 2-degree goal? That will be a key element that's likely to come out of it. And all those things are likely to be agreed in one form or another. But it's not just that simple. There are a number of problems, because if you look at the things that can cause problems are some of the things that actually guarantee success, like China. China is, when it comes to Washington, it likes to play part of the G2, the very rich countries. We're a real powerful country. When it goes to the UN, it likes to pretend that it's still a developing country, because in many ways it is a developing country, and it likes to side with the developing countries. So China's really got to make its mind up. Is it a country is it an emerged country, or is it still a developing country? You've got the likes of India as well, who are keen to sign a deal as long as there's a huge pot of money. They put a price on what their climate change adaptation cost would be last week, $2.5 trillion, and they want everybody else to pay that to them to make that happen. So there's going to be some real hard bargaining to make a deal. And I haven't even mentioned Saudi Arabia, who are implacably opposed to any restrictions on the use of fossil fuels. One of the things that I think could actually make a big difference in making everything fall apart in Paris are these two. This is the French Foreign Minister, Laurent Fabius, and this is the French Ecology Minister, Ségolène Royal. And you can see from their body language there, they're not exactly the best of chums, okay? And there's a very good reason for that. They have a lot of history. They both tried to become the nominee from their party to run for president in 2007, and Fabius looked like he was going to get it, but Royal stole it, and she ran for president and didn't win. But she's also married, or was married to, or partnered with this guy, François Hollande, the president of France. She's in fact the mother of his 4 kids. She has also been appointed, they have lunch every week, you know. So you've got the Paris talks being chaired by her, being run by him, or sworn enemy, with the president of France, who desperately wants a deal because his presidency is turning very, very sour, in the middle between them. So it's a real ménage à trois, to coin a French phrase.